it's Megan, and today I'm going to share with you a huge pile of declutters, and then the following video will be my updated makeup collection and organization, and I have everything perfectly organized and I am just overjoyed. Like, seriously, I say this every time I like declutter and reorganize, but I swear this is like my favorite way my collection has ever been. It just makes me so excited. I call it my store because it literally is organized like a store. It is so fun and amazing. But as I was reorganizing and just thinking about my collection, I really wanted to only keep pieces that I would miss if they disappeared. And I'm sure there's some things in my collection that I kept that don't fully fit that bill, but the things that I got rid of, I literally have not thought about them at all. Like, I have not missed a single one of these, and honestly, I've been glad that I haven't had to like deal with making them fit in my collection because everything kind of fits perfectly. I can't get anything else, which of course I will get more things, I'm sure, but right now my collection is pretty much perfect, and these are the things that just didn't make the cut. So as I was reorganizing, I put things into this bin, and now it is full to the brim, overflowing, and I am going to either pass on the things that I can that are still good, and there I think only are a few things that I'm going to throw away, and I'll mention those, but they will all go to a good home if they're still in usable condition. I have tons of eye makeup, face makeup, lip products. One thing that I realized I don't enjoy, and this is one of my things with beauty, is that sometimes you just realize you don't enjoy a certain product. And over the past, like, I would say 6 months, I've received like different samples of like illuminating bases. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. I have the Says Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow, and I don't like this for, also the scent is really strong. And then the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. So there is literally nothing wrong with these products. I have just realized I don't care for this type of product. Like, it's basically an illuminator that dries down. So it doesn't stay like dewy, it's just like a sheen on your skin, but it like dries down. So I really like a glowy base, but I like glowy products that stay kind of creamy. So these just aren't my preferred type of product, but I'm sure a lot of people like these, so I'm gonna see like if one of my friends likes those. I also have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I should have known I wouldn't like this. I gave it a few shots, but this is very similar to the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, so if you love that, you should try this out. But it's just like a kind of paste, and it's very pore filling, very like thick, and I just don't really care about pore filling. Like, the texture I have on my face, it just is what it is, and I don't know, I always just feel like products like this make my makeup slide off, so I don't really like this. And then this Cover FX Gripping Primer, I think I'm just tossing this out. When I use this, my face literally like was pilling, and I tried it a few different times and it was just always the same. My makeup would just like slough off my face and it was just gross. It's just not worth it. Like, even if I kept my makeup on, like, my makeup looked horrible, so I didn't even want it to stay on my face, you know? So a few of you guys said that that also has happened to you with this primer and other gripping primers, so I'm just cutting my losses. No one even talks about this anymore. It was like all anyone talked about for a while, and then as always, everyone always forgets about it. So, not that that's why I would keep it, but yeah, I'm just getting rid of that. This product I just don't understand, and I'll see if my mom wants this, but I don't really know. This is the Jones Road Miracle Balm in bronze. So again, you have to like put your fingers in it, and it's like a very, very hard balm. And one, I don't like that. I feel like my fingernails always get in it, and then it's like all gross. But it's like a oil, kind of like how some oils go to like a solid state. So that's like this, and then you like blend it on your skin, and obviously it looks gorgeous. Like this is bronze, so it's darker than my skin, but it looks really, really pretty. I just really don't see the point to this. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. And I like the scent to it. It's kind of like essential oils or something. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a minimal makeup person, which I think is what this is like geared towards, for just like if you have really great skin and you just like pat this on your face. It's almost like a moisturizer with a little bit of color, but I don't really like this as a moisturizer because it's so hard, and I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't. So I'm getting rid of that. I have some cream blushes, and these are kind of the same problem that I have with them. So I love cream blushes, but I only like a certain type of cream blush. Like I really like it when they're very emollient, like the Half Caked candy paints, the Patrick Ta I really love, and the Tower 28 that I've recently tried. I love those. But these two that I'm decluttering are so dry. Like they are just so dry. So the MAC Glow Play Blush, I have the color Grand. I love this packaging. I love that you can see through it. But this is so dry feeling. Like, yeah, the color comes off, but it's so dry and like matte, and it's called like Glow Play, and I guess it sort of, not really, it doesn't really have a sheen in my opinion. I don't know, I just don't really like this, so I'm gonna back to MAC that. And then the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Blush in Rose Pink. This was like the first cream blush I ever got, and the color is beautiful, but it's so like stiff and thick, I guess is how I would describe it. Like, it just takes a lot. It's like you have to really drag it to blend it out. Like, I just feel like it always just looks like a sticker on my face or something. Like, it just isn't easy to blend out for me, and I just don't like this texture. So that one's pretty old, so I'm just gonna throw that away. I also have this Physicians Formula Muru Muru Butter Glow Face Palette, and this was like an impulse buy at Target. I just saw the amazing, oh my gosh, it just fell out again. That's one of the main reasons. This highlighter is like a Super Shock shadow. Oh my god, it's like falling apart before my eyes. So I hope you can see this. It's like squishy, but it's like dry and not much like comes off on your finger, and definitely not on your brush. Oh my gosh, it is like pieces all over. I'm just gonna have to throw this pigment out. Just a side note, if products annoy you, just get rid of them. It is so not worth it. So anyway, I threw that out, and then so that was the main problem, that literally like the first time I ever used it, I think it fell out. And then the other two products, the blush and the bronzer, are just powder. So it's kind of weird that one is like that Super Shock and the other two aren't. And the other two are nice. Like, they're honestly really nice. For fair skin, it's definitely not a very universal palette because of those shades, but I just never reach for it. I have a lot better quality products, and I should have just bought like the butter bronzer or something on its own, but I was just really intrigued by this. It got great reviews, and now I'm throwing it away, and it was probably like $10 or more knowing Physicians Formula. So I'm just really gonna try not to buy a lot of drugstore products, because that's what I usually end up just throwing away, and it's so wasteful. Speaking of drugstore products, this is great, but the color unfortunately just doesn't work for me, and this is the Milani Luminoso. I know. It is like the #1 blush product that everyone talks about. It is so orange. It is so much more orange than I would have expected. Like, it doesn't even look that orange, I feel like, when you see it on camera, but in person, this is like peach, like straight up peach with the lightest hint of pink. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. Like, these are just beautiful. But honestly, it just doesn't suit my skin tone, or at least I don't feel comfortable in it. Like, it's very pretty, but it's very shiny, first of all. And I just don't like it. I feel like I'm the only person on earth that doesn't like that, but I'm just gonna pass that on. I'm glad I tried it, but it just doesn't work for me. A blush that I really, really like but never use, so I'd rather pass it on, is this Becca Flower Child. And it is just a perfect light pink. Like, it is the perfect blush color. And Becca is going to be like closing in September, so part of me is like, you should keep it for like sentimental reasons, but like I never really reach for this anyway, and I'd rather someone else get enjoyment out of it, so I'm going to pass that on. This product, I mentioned this in my products I regret buying, and I am going to declutter it. So this is the Dior Backstage Face Palette in 002 Glitz. And it's not that the product is bad, the colors just don't suit me. And I should have went with a different colorway. Like, that is 100% my fault. I thought I was gonna be like all different and go for tones that I don't normally go for. But I don't go for them because I don't like them. So I have tried to make these work. They are really, really nice. I've actually like used this one a lot, but I've tried to mix it all together. I just don't like it. I don't like the tones. I don't reach for this ever. And like, I'm just gonna see if one of my friends wants this and they can enjoy it. Gosh, this feels like therapeutic to like get rid of this stuff that I've just been hanging on to. Here's something that isn't bad, but I just don't prefer it. This is the Benefit Professional Super Setter. This is a makeup setting spray. And I just really like the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That is my favorite. I just bought a full size of it. I'm never gonna use this. I got this in PR, but I'm just gonna pass that on. Here's a lip product I really, really don't want to get rid of, but I never wear it, and it's super old. This is the Maybelline Nude Embrace. This was limited edition, I'm pretty sure when I was in college. Yeah, so this is super old. It really doesn't smell any different, but as you can see, I have a lot left, and this color is very specific. Like, it's a very, very cool tone nude, and I love it. And honestly, I kind of want to find a dupe for this, because the Nude Embrace that Maybelline has now is not the same. It's not the same exact color, so I really kind of want to find a dupe for this. I will have that as a mission, and if you guys have like any suggestions, let me know. But I just have to get rid of it. It's too old and I never use it, so I won't miss it. This lip liner, there's nothing wrong with it. I just have one that's basically the same. This is the ColourPop Good and Plenty. I love their lip liners. It's basically new. I'm not even gonna swatch it, but it is practically the same color as the ColourPop Shot Clock lip liner. So you don't need Good and Plenty and Shot Clock. They're basically the same, and I just seem to reach for Shot Clock more because I've had it for longer. So I'm gonna pass that on because that is basically new. Oh, here's another lipstick that I just don't like the tone. This is the Maybelline Baddest Beige. I tried to make this work, but this is so orange on me. It is just so warm tone. I really don't like this, and now I know that me and Jaclyn Hill have very, very different like taste and lip color. Like when she came out with her liquid lipsticks, she talked about that she likes warm undertones, and that explains why she loves this lipstick so much, because it's a very warm undertone nude. I don't like that. I really prefer a cool undertone. So this just doesn't work for me for the color. Another face product that I'm going to pass on is this little Rare Beauty cheek liquid blush sample. This is the color Grace, which was the color I was most interested in when these first came out. The reason I don't like this is because it's so dry. Kind of the same thing as those other cream blushes. It's so like silicone-y or something, and then once you blend it out, like it is dry. Like it like sinks into your skin or something. It is like crazy. So if you have really oily skin, I think this could be awesome for you, but I just don't like that. I just don't. So since I don't think I ever use this on my face, but I'm gonna pass that on. This makes me so sad. This is the Haus Labs Glam Attack. Oh my gosh. This is the shade Rose Bitch, and I love Lady Gaga, you guys know that. This is a really pretty product, but I do not use it. So you basically put it on, it's like a liquid eyeshadow, but then you have to blend it out. It's like liquid to powder. I hope the lighting hasn't been too messed up. Like it's like sunny, dark, and I'm like blinded by like the sun coming in, so I like kind of close my blinds a little bit. So I hope this is better. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But in any case, the Haus Labs, where even is it? The Haus Labs Glam Attacks. If you like a really sheer wash of color, like it looks pretty intense like that, but you basically have to blend it out. Like you can't just leave it like that. So then it's like this, which is pretty, but it's just a finicky product. I just don't reach for it, and I'm sorry, Lady Gaga. Two other eyeshadow products. These ones I'm gonna give to my mom. These are the Jones Road Sparkle Wash in Midas and So Pretty. These are really nice if you like a sheer wash of color. That's kind of the same thing as the Lady Gaga ones. These are a little more sparkly, I would say, actually, and the colors are stunning. Like I really do love these colors. This is Midas. This is So Pretty, and again you have to like blend them out, and then they're just a really sheer wash of color, which I know a lot of people want, but I like full metallic. I don't really want a sheer wash of color. So this is just not my preference, but like I said, I'm gonna see if my mom wants those. Kind of the opposite is this ColourPop Jelly Mutt Shadow in Desert Days. This was in a gift with purchase, and this is so bright. And I also don't really like their Jelly Mutt shadows. They're super messy, and literally this is so pigmented. So I took like barely any, and it blends out. Like this would cover your entire eye in like one dot. So I just don't wear this type of color. I just don't really care for this formula, so I'm just gonna pass that on. Then I have a few Sydney Grace cream shadows, and I love the Sydney Grace cream shadows, but these colors I never ever use. They're like darker, and I just don't use them. They're gorgeous. They really, really are. I love the shade Glory and Cliff Jumping, Lake Days, and Vibrant Madness. Those are the 4 that I kept. I adore them. They are so, 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 so pigmented, full color. They're amazing, but I just don't use these shades in particular. Oh, here's another sad thing. So this is my Z palette with all of my glitter, pressed glitter shadows. And these top 2 rows are Sydney Grace. This bottom row is, oh, here's, oh my gosh, this is a duochrome or a multi-chrome. I'm keeping that. That's Chameleonaire from Sydney Grace. Let's swatch that because this is like insane. Oh my god. Holy crap, you guys. So this is not going anywhere. I need to put this in a different palette. Wow, sorry, I almost got rid of you. But the rest are pressed glitter and they are really, 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 really chunky. I am not putting big pieces of glitter on my eyes anymore. Like, look how chunky that is. Like, it is beautiful, but those are pieces of glitter. And there's literally nothing worth damaging your eye. Like, there is nothing. So I used to love these. I think they're really pretty, but I have had a lot of eye issues in the past year, and glitter is not eye safe. It is basically like you're really, really risking your eyes by putting this stuff on them. And for a while I didn't really care. It was so pretty. But I have found other products that aren't big pieces of glitter that look just as gorgeous and just as like shiny. So what do you guys think I can do with these? Like, maybe I can use them for like arts and crafts. Like, I don't want to throw them out because the colors are stunning. They're not really colors I would put on my body. Not even that I would ever put glitter on my body because I don't go anywhere. But I just don't want to throw them away. They're so beautiful. But maybe there's like some way I can use them that's not like on my face. So let me know if you have any ideas. Then I have these 2 Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter liners. So these aren't as bad. They don't have like huge chunks of glitter. But I just never use them. The brush is super fine, so I feel like you can't get a lot out. And this one actually, spandex is really old, so I'm gonna throw that away. But the one called Studio, which is like a lavender and silver glitter, this one's newer, like in the past 2 years, and that one's actually a lot smoother. So I'm gonna see if my sister Rachel wants this, because she has another one that she loves. So I'm gonna see if she would enjoy that. And then kind of similarly, I have these Violet Voss liquid glitter, like liquid shadows in Infinity and Cosmic, and I just never use these, and they're kind of old. They're gorgeous. They really are. I kept the one in Interstellar Star because I am just obsessed with that one. It's the most beautiful taupe with silver glitter. And these are also beautiful, but I just don't use them. They're kind of old, so I'm just going to throw those away. Oh, here's another big chunky glitter. This is the LA Girl in Ooh La La. And this is beautiful. It's like so fall with these tones, but I'm just not putting glitter on my eyes anymore, so that has to go. This just sucks. I just don't like this. This is the Supergoop, don't know what it's called, but the color is Sunset. And this is their like cream shadow with sunscreen. So I think you can see that the edges are like a beautiful brown color, and then the middle is like this really goldish brown. I hate that goldish brown. Like, I want that rich, dark brown. Like, I don't want this gold. Like, look at it. It's just like ugh, I just hate that color. It looks just ugly. I just hate this color so much. And I get the point of having like a cream shadow with sunscreen. I think that's brilliant. But the only time I would really need it with sunscreen is if I'm gonna be outside like all day, which will mostly be like at the beach, and I'm not gonna wear this color at the beach. It's just dark, it's ugly, I just hate it. And I have had a different, oh, this is the name, Shimmer Shade. It's on the side of the packaging, SPF 30. I had a different shade of this years ago, and I just don't like the texture. It's very moussey, and I just don't like it. I just don't. So this was like in a PR kit or a gift with purchase or something. I didn't pay for it, so I'm just getting rid of it. This like devastates me because I love this color, but I never use it. This is the Butter London Glaze and Eye Gloss in Mermaid. I bought this years ago when me and Rachel used to go to Ulta and just like swatch everything and like have so much fun. This is one of the most unique, beautiful products I've ever seen, but I never use it. It's like this weird, wet, putty. It's so bizarre. And I mean, I think you'll be able to see, oh wow, that was the worst swatch spot ever. You would think YouTubers would be better at swatches by now, but like some of us aren't. I'm like covering my hand in it because this is like the last time I'll ever use it. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. If I had somewhere to go where I could just put this all over my body, that would be so weird, but like so cool because it has this insane shift. And I hope the camera can pick it up, but it's like this greenish blue, and then there's like this really bright blue shift. Oh, it is just gorgeous. But I never, ever use it. And it is gorgeous, but I don't use it. I just don't. I never have. I never will. And it's that kind of formula that will dry out. Like, I'm shocked it hasn't dried out by this point, but it's just, I just don't use it. I just don't, and it's just gotta go. I have 3 Super Shock shadows. 2 I am passing on to my sister and 1 I am throwing away. The one I'm throwing away is Sequin, and this is so bone dry. Like, you can still get pigment off of it. I'm shocked. I never use this color anyway though, but it is so dry. I am impressed actually at how much I can get on my hand, but I just don't reach for this color anyway, and it's just old, so I'm getting rid of that. But then these 2 that came in a set, Bloomer and Day Trippin', I just don't use these. They're super cute and fun, and Day Trippin' especially has this really pretty like lavender and then blue type of shift that my sister I think would really like. And then Bloomer is this really pretty purple, but it looks a lot more pink on the eyes. I wish it was more purple. So I'm just gonna see if she wants these. Okay, I'm saving 2 palettes for last because I can't believe I'm getting rid of palettes, but I have this NARS shadow that I never ever use in Hydra. It's beautiful, but it just looks black on the eyes. Like, you cannot get this to show up. Like, it just, I don't know, it just never works out for me. Like, look how beautiful it looks there. It never looks like that when I use it. So it just gets muddy, I think, is the problem. So I got this really cheap. I remember getting this at Nordstrom Rack or something. It's just gotta go. This bums me out so much because the product is really nice, but I never use it and I should have known. So this is the Stila Suede Shade Liquid Eyeshadow in Sassy. I love that name. So it's just like their other liquid shadows, but this is matte. So I should have known I don't really like matte eyeshadow, like in general. And this color is beautiful. And it's super, super pigmented. But I think the benefit of this is like a one and done eyeshadow. So if you're just a really quick and easy makeup type of person, you just slap it on, blend it out, it would be just a very nice, basic, everyday shade. I don't do that kind of makeup. Like if I am not gonna spend a lot of time doing makeup, I'm not gonna do my makeup. I'm either everything or nothing. And this is a beautiful color, but it doesn't even work as a base because it dries down so much. So I can't use it like under eyeshadows to help them be vibrant. It just is just a matte, bland color. So I don't like this and I'm getting rid of it. And then the last two products are palettes. And I don't get rid of a lot of palettes, I've noticed, but these I never reach for and I will be happier without them. So ironically, my mom also decluttered her version of this palette and it's the Huda Beauty Nude Light. This palette, the colors look so pretty in the pan, but they don't translate. They don't look like this on your eye. Like they almost all look the same on your eye, which is really bizarre. But even this beautiful purple just looks pink on your eye. And like this really pretty brown just looks pink on your eye. And obviously these pinks look pink on your eye. And like, I don't know, I just don't like it. And my mom doesn't like hers and she got rid of it and I'm just getting rid of it. I just don't like it. The money was already wasted. There's no point in wasting space in my collection with it. And then finally, this was shocking to me, but I'm getting rid of this. This is the Kaleidos Electro Turquoise. I never, ever use this. The only shade I have used like once is this beautiful teal. I never ever reach for this palette. I will never miss it. I don't care that I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to pass it on to a friend and I hope they get use out of it. But this just isn't my color story. It's very different and interesting, great quality, but I just don't use it. So that was everything. And now I'm going to put some of this in the trash, put some of it in a bag to take to my different friends and family. But now I'm going to film my makeup collection video and I'm so excited to get rid of this stuff that's been like piling up and just have a clean, organized makeup collection, and I can't wait for you guys to see that video. So if you're excited about that, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed seeing this declutter, and I'm just so glad to be getting rid of this stuff. It feels amazing. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.